You know, I want to say again and again, if you don't have the color green on your flag, you can't carry this AFCON. And a northern nation can take home the cup. These are two things that Jesus said to me. He said, because what is happening on that soccer field is strategic to the voice and the rising of the African nation. And I remember I said that should be on Sunday. And I said, Osimhen has been released from that place. He's going to come closer and closer. Because there is something God is doing in African nation. I want you to watch what is going to happen. And I said that Nigerian match is going to be what? -1. The people who knows my format knows my format. If you don't know the format, you don't know the format. That match is going to be -1. So I am not joking.
Hello beloved, welcome back to Bad Rema channel. I brought you an interesting video from Prophet Joel, and this is what the man of God has for the people playing the AFCON. As you all know, a lot is going on. A lot of prophecies have been dropping concerning the AFCON and what is going to happen and which country is going to bring the cup home. As you all know, we are rooting for Nigeria to bring the cup home. But there is something he says in this video that got me, and I feel like sharing it with you. But before I'll let you watch the main video so that you hear from his mouth, before we go there, I just want to say something. There's something he says. He says that if your country flag does not bear the color green, you can't bring the cup home. And there's something he said concerning yesterday match, that Angola has never beaten Nigeria and it will not start today. As you all know, he gave that prophecy yesterday, even before the match started. As you all know, Nigeria won the match 1-0. So here's the video, guys. Listen to him.
You know, I want to say again and again, if you don't have the color green on your flag, you can't carry this AFCON. And a northern nation can take home the cup. These are two things that Jesus said to me. He said, because what is happening on that soccer field is strategic to the voice and the rising of the African nation. And I remember I said that should be on Sunday. And I said, Osimhen has been released from that place. He's going to come closer and closer. Because there is something God is doing in African nation. I want you to watch what is going to happen. And I said that Nigerian match is going to be what? -1. The people who knows my format knows my format. If you don't know the format, you don't know the format. That match is going to be -1. So I am not joking. And I want to reinstate again. If you don't have color green, the Nations Cup is not for you. Because God is saying something in the African nation. He said to me, this AFCON is a statement, not a tournament. And that very tournament is strategic to what he wants to do in the nation of Africa. It's strategic. Angola has never beaten Nigeria, and Angola will not beat Nigeria. I will come back to tell you if Nigeria will pick this trophy or not. I know I will come back to tell us. But I won't be open. I will still encode it. Are you with me? You are not going to be far from it. I will come back. I will still encode it. I will still what? Encode it. Because the prophets will speak in codes and parables. We don't speak to everybody. Are we together? Are we together? But let he know, Osimhen know, there is a gang up against him. Let him know that. All I would do for him is to slow down the time, because he's faster than the time, so that they can meet. Remember, time, opportunity, and preparation is what brings what? Success. It is a prototype of George Weah to the nation of Africa. And if you watch the rising of George Weah, it was strategic, not just to the spiritual atmosphere, but also to the industrialized nations of Africa. And Osimhen's rising in the world will be strategic to the rising of Africa, not just Nigeria as a nation, but Africa as a continent. So it's our duty to uphold him in the place of prayer. Whenever God wants to do anything, he will select one person, and then every other person becomes a backup. He will not give you Moses. He will only give one Moses, and that will be enough. He will hold the staff of authority for the rising of the African nation and continent, and you watch what God will do. It is just the beginning. Let's pray. Ask God to.
So, guys, you all heard what Prophet Joel says concerning the AFCON and what is going to happen. And he says that he's going to drop a prophecy because he already know which country is going to win the cup. Whether it will be Nigeria or not, he's going to drop a prophecy concerning that aspect. But he's going to drop it in code. So if you understand, as you all know, he gave a prophecy yesterday, which was the beginning of this video, that is going to be -1. As you all know, Nigeria scored 1 and Angola 0, and that was how we were able to defeat Angola. And also, he's also saying something strongly concerning Osimhen. As you all know, a lot of prophecies has been dropping concerning Osimhen, and this is his second prophecy concerning Osimhen this year. And there is something he says. He said we should pray for him, because when God wants to use you, there are forces that want to bring you down, because the rise of Osimhen is not just Nigeria alone, but Africa as a continent, because God is going to use him globally. So Osimhen is going to be one of that phase that when you talk about footballers like Pele, Ronaldo, Messi, so on and so forth, Osimhen is going to be one of those well recognized names in the world, and we should put him in prayer, because there are powers of darkness that want to hinder his growth, and we should fast forward time with prayer for him, because as you all know, he gave a prophecy saying that the fault is from Osimhen's pastor, which the video is on this channel. You can go and watch that to confirm the prophecy. And it says that Osimhen is not going to score any goal unless he pray for him. As you all know, yes, he had his chances to score goals yesterday, and finally he scored, but it was cancelled. So we don't really know what is happening, but what the man of God has urged us to do, I feel like we should try to do it, so that he does not fall victim in the kingdom of darkness. Let God use him the way God wants to use him. You see, because God is going to use Osimhen to uplift Africa to the world. As you all know, they have looked down on Africa as a continent, and that we cannot go anywhere, this, that, so on and so forth. And especially we in Nigeria as a nation. When you tell someone that you're in Nigeria, you're in another country, they see you as a bad person, they see you as fraud and all that, also on and so that, because of the kind of name our people has created for us out there. I won't say it's entirely their fault, but I will say that because we have been given a bad name, we have been given this bad status that says, oh, Nigerians are bad, Nigerians are evils, Nigerians are not good to work with, like all those things. When you say you're in Nigeria, they see you as a criminal and so on and so forth. So if Osimhen is going to be that face for us Nigeria, and not just Nigeria, with what the man of God is saying, that God is going to use him globally and he's going to put Africa on the map. So it's a benefit for us Nigeria, because he's from Nigeria, and for him to be on top of that is a thing of joy for us as a nation. So he says that we should pray for him, we should keep on interceding for him, because the enemy is cooking something. As you all know, there is no great man that does not have a story. Osime has had a lot of story, how he struggled, how he was able to go to Abuja, from there how he was picked and all those things to play in the Super Eagle. His story is a very touching story. His struggle, you can see that, and God wants to finally uplift him, and the enemy wants to drag him down. I don't think it will work. I just want us to put him in our prayer, because he's actually made paving wave for a lot of African players, Nigerian players, and so on and so forth. So we should pray that the will of God in his life be done, so that anything the enemy plants, we send it back to the sender. It will not surely come to pass, but the will of God in his life will surely come to pass. And please, if you have not subscribed to Patriot channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends, so that you don't miss out on any of our content. Thank you.